Welcome everyone to HueFin News. Today is July 6, 2018, and this is our daily cryptocurrency market news analysis. And we're only going to do it for Bitcoin paired against the USD. But first, I had to give you more evidence of our accurate and very precise price predictions that we do on our HueFin News channel as well as on our Patreon page. And if you're not a member, then what are you waiting for? It's only $3 a month. You guys have access to the most important information that's out here in social media or even on the internet in general. This is the type of information that no one wants you to understand and know. And the fact is that you can predict where prices are likely to go. And we're the only channel on YouTube that is on a consistent basis showing you our results from our predictions that we do on a daily basis. That's very powerful. There's no one else on YouTube that is showing you their results of what they predict the market to do. They give you some fancy thumbnails, some very flashy words to make you click on a video and to watch it. But we are not about that business. We're literally here to make sure you maintain profitability and understand risk management along the way. So here is another example of our very precise and on point price prediction. Today's going to be with EOS paired against BTC. I want you all to look at the results from what we said yesterday versus what occurred in the market for today. Yesterday was July 5th. We uploaded this video only to our members at 2:10 p.m. And on the left side of the screen is the actual trading day for EOS. So let's just have a listen to see what was mentioned versus what currently happened in the market for today. Okay.
So now let's take a look at EOS. You can see that this coin is down almost 0.5%. Last trade was 134,500 Satoshis. And again, this is the third day in which we have been seeing sellers in the market for EOS. EOS has been maintaining quite well the consolidation, the stockpile coming in the market, but 134,000 is crucial for this coin to stay above, and we still have weakness in this particular space. So overwhelmingly, I'm looking for EOS to move to the downside as well, possibly come down to 132,000 Satoshis, just like it did on this particular 1 hour bar and what occurred here during these 1 hour bars. So look for EOS to continue to move to the downside. It might move a lot lower than that, but the first initial area that you would like to see support to be held is right there around 132,000 Satoshis.
There you go. I told you all to look for EOS to move lower. So if you guys had a position in EOS before the market actually moved down, then definitely you have been hurt by the move today. We also told you that it can move a lot lower than that. Before anyone else predicted EOS to fall today in the market, we saw it almost 24 hours in advance before the market actually moved. So do not listen to anyone who tells you that you cannot predict prices. And you can see here on our charts that we don't use any indicators. We don't have any expensive software, but rather we understand the language of the markets. And once you understand this language, then you too will become more profitable, and on top of that, you understand when to get out the market. Okay, so now I'm just going to do Bitcoin for today, and then I'm gonna call it for today. We're going to look at Bitcoin paired against the USD on this Bitfinex exchange. You can see here currently that they're up almost 0.75%. Last trade was $6,572, and the daily price chart for Bitcoin continues to show us in a consolidation pattern. Pretty much what occurred during these 4 days on the 18th all the way through the 21st, and we are literally still getting some indications of lack of interest in higher prices in the market, but we may actually break out in higher prices throughout this weekend for Bitcoin. You can see here that we received a lot of volume on this daily price chart yesterday. If we close above this previous close, then definitely that tells us that the market participants was buying all of that selling that came into the market on yesterday. 3 hour chart still shows you that we are getting some weakness to come into this particular space, but we are seeing this probable precursors of strength bar which simply means in the next 3 hours, if we in fact close above it, then there's still strength in this market. And I would be expecting us to break that 6650, 6700 dollar area for Bitcoin. Take another look at the 1 hour bars for Bitcoin. You can see here that we still got to contend with some weakness in the space, but the market is still giving us some indications that it's going to hold quite well. Look for consolidation in the meantime. 6440 all the way up to around 6650 is where that resistance area is for Bitcoin. And until then, that's what we're going to do. We're going to stay within this consolidation range until we're ready for a movement higher in price. I'm still looking for Bitcoin to continue to move higher in price. In the midst of all of this weakness, we have not been seeing any decreasing movement in price for this coin, which tells us that we are still looking for movement higher in Bitcoin, but just not right now. Expect consolidation in the short term. But yes, I'm still seeing the market for Bitcoin to move higher in price. Okay. And it's going to be like another situation in which Bitcoin gave us a very sharp push to go above, just like on these occasions here. So this is what you got to be prepared for. So that's why you had to be in the market prior to the market actually moving. So that's why we come to give you guys this analysis of what we expect to occur in the market. But before that will occur, we will have to contend with all of this stockpile that's currently hitting the market. Okay, so you have to be careful of that fact. So that's all I have for today. Make sure you all maintain your profitability, and I will see you all later. And before I go, make sure you all come and join us on our HueFin News Patreon page, because there you have a lot of access to our exclusive content only available to our community members. I'll see you all there.